Okay, in this video, we'll take a look at the golf swing of Seamus Power, Irish golfer playing great this week at Pebble Beach. He does have a bit of a flaw at the top of the swing, which we'll see if it costs him this week or perhaps down the line. But certainly, great iron player. But let's take a look at this golf swing. If it's your first time to the channel, please consider hitting that subscribe button. And if you like the video, please hit the like button as well. The like really helps the channel grow. So thank you so much for that. So we'll see as he goes up. Somewhat unorthodox posture, very close to the ball, a little bit hunched over compared to some players. Does get the club beautifully up the plane in the takeaway. But as he gets to the top, we'll see more with some swings and less with others, but an actual steepening of the shaft coming this way relative to some players. Obviously on tour, they're always going to shallow that thing back out. But he actually, when his timing is right, he does get it pushed over the top slightly, drops down. Now the shaft is quite a bit steeper than the original shaft plane. We'll see it more on some other swings as well. And at this point here, and this week, he's able to stay down and rotate very well, stay in that posture, and return the club to the plane when his timing is on. He's down and rotating, and he does get some deep divots. He sort of smashes into the turf on some shots. It was an interesting week to watch because a lot of the shots came out well, but they hit the edge of a bunker. They, depending on the shot, it was very interesting. Made a lot of putts the first 2 days, but it looked like it could have been a higher score, but he was way under par after 2 days, and then, of course, struggled day 3. This shot in particular hit the edge of the bunker, just hopped over to about less than 10 feet, but could have easily been in the bunker. Once again, as he goes up, picks it up there. Position here, fine. Not quite as closed as some players, but in good position. Like once again, a little bit of a steepening move, just barely. So when he's part way down, the original line would be somewhere in this general range. And he's quite a bit steeper, you can tell there, with this angle. Which means something's going to happen on the way down to fix it. In this one, once again, if he's that steep, if he does stay down, keep some lag and keep rotating, like I said, might get a deep divot, but that is going to be a way to trap the ball as long as he stays down and keeps rotating. But it is steeper than a lot of players, and in some weeks he's going to be bailing upward to get out of the way, and that's where the trouble really comes in. With the wedge shot, we can see a very micro movement up there as he goes over and steepens barely. But once again, he's really letting the lower body rotate well, keeping that right heel down a long time. Certainly helps the players stay down through impact. Look at that grip disappearing to the left, and almost hits himself right in the leg coming in. And around to the left it goes, which you would expect on a week when he's playing well. Good greens and reg guys, stats-wise. The rest of the stats pretty average, but definitely good for greens and reg, good iron player. When we look at the driver swing, we can see a bit of the same move as he goes back. A little more of an armsy takeaway, like we said, a little more wristy and armsy than some players, not turning it back quite as much with the upper half to this point. So a little more armsy at that point. Could cost him. The face looks pretty open there. Wrist can get a little bit cupped. And there's that little weave around to the top. Once again, that steepens it coming down. And even though the camera angle isn't perfect here, we can still see it's steeper. And as he comes in, gets that left wrist bowed in, does what all tour players do and get that thing bowed down the best they can, rotate open and smash it. And once again, it's really more a case of, is he going to get a miss hit? Does it require extra flip at the bottom? And the steeper you are halfway down in through this area, the higher the hands are going to be off the plane at impact, and the higher your hands are off the plane at impact, the more rotation you get at the bottom of the club face if you happen to be out of position, and that causes the trouble for driving accuracy. Great to see what happens. Hopefully you can have another great day on Sunday this week, Pebble Beach, and we'll see what happens. But certainly hoping for the best for Seamus Power as he closes out this week up there, Carmel. Okay, well, that's going to wrap it up for this video, Seamus Power. Thank you so much for watching. If it's your first time to the channel, once again, please hit that subscribe button, hit the like button as well, and we'll see you in the next video.